I'm 76 years old, and there's something about living alone no one tells you. And I'm going to tell you what most people don't understand. I'm not lonely. In fact, I feel stronger now than I did when I was surrounded by people. But it wasn't always like this. When my wife passed away, everyone had an opinion. You shouldn't live alone. You need someone around. You'll lose yourself in that silence. And for a while, I almost believed them. There were nights when the house felt too quiet. Mornings where getting out of bed felt like a choice, not a routine. And I remember thinking, maybe they're right. Maybe I'm not built for this. But I was wrong. Not about the silence, but about what it really means. Because living alone doesn't break a man. If he understands it, it builds him. So if you're living alone or heading in that direction, these are the 7 rules that kept me mentally strong. And most people never learn them. Rule 1. Being alone is not the same as being lonely. Most people confuse these two. They think silence equals suffering. It doesn't. Loneliness has nothing to do with how many people are around you. It has everything to do with whether you feel understood. I've been in rooms full of people and felt completely invisible. And I've sat alone in my chair, feeling perfectly at peace. So don't ask yourself, do I have people? Ask yourself, do I have real connection? Because one honest conversation is worth more than 100 empty ones. Rule 2. Without structure, your mind will turn against you. When you live alone, time can slip through your hands. Days start to blur. And when that happens, your thoughts take over. And not all thoughts are your friends. So you need structure. Not something rigid, just something steady. I wake up early, make my tea, sit in the same chair every morning. Simple things, but they give the day a shape. They remind me that I'm still living with purpose. Rule 3. Have something that depends on you. This one matters more than people think. Because when nothing needs you, you start to feel like you don't matter. For me, it's a small routine. The birds outside my window, they come every morning. And they expect me to be there. Sounds small, but it isn't. Because responsibility gives your life weight. It could be anything. A pet, a garden, even a habit you refuse to break. Just something that makes you show up, even on the days you don't feel like it. Rule 4. Be careful who you let into your life. When you live alone, your peace becomes your responsibility. And not everyone deserves access to it. I used to think I needed more people, more conversations, more noise. But what I actually needed was better people. Now my circle is small, very small. But it's real. People who understand me without me having to explain myself. Because the wrong people can make you feel lonelier than being alone ever could. Rule 5. Learn to sit with yourself. Most people can't do this. They avoid silence, always distracting themselves, always filling the space. But when you live alone, you can't run forever. Eventually, you have to face yourself. And at first, it's uncomfortable. Your thoughts wander. Old memories show up. Regrets get louder. But if you stay with it, if you don't escape, something changes. The noise fades, and what's left is clarity. Rule 6. Stop comparing your life. This one took me years to understand. I used to look at other people. Busy homes, big families, constant activity. And I thought, maybe I'm missing something. But I wasn't. I was just living differently. And different isn't wrong. Some men need noise. Others need peace. And if you're the second type, there's nothing wrong with you. Rule 7. You have to respect your own company. This is the most important rule, because when you live alone, you live with yourself every day. If you don't respect who you are, it becomes unbearable. But if you do, it becomes freedom. I like my quiet mornings. I like my routine. I like the simplicity. I don't need constant noise, and I don't apologize for that anymore. If you're living alone right now, ask yourself this: are you truly lonely, or have you just been told that you should be? Because those are two very different things. One needs connection. The other needs understanding. I miss my wife. I always will. But missing someone doesn't mean your life is empty. My life is still full, just quieter. And maybe that quiet isn't something to fear. Maybe it's something to understand.